Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
2 people are arrested in connection with a murder over the weekend. We'll have the latest word from investigators on the North Alpine shooting.
Plus, State Line Staples' final lap is over. We've got a progress report on what's happening with the property surrounding the still standing, for now, Rockford Speedway.
And local seniors hope a gift from Hard Rock will help their luck. Administrators say the donation will provide plenty of entertainment. Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson. 2 people face charges after Rockford Police connect the pair to a weekend murder.
Kenneth Townsend and Brianna Brooks were arrested yesterday after an investigation by Rockford Police. Police say Townsend shot Kevin Harris last Sunday during an altercation at an after-hours party on North Alpine. Harris later died. Townsend's charged with first-degree murder. Officers say Brianna Brooks lied during an interview about the events, as well as destroying Townsend's phone. She's charged with obstructing justice. Townsend and Brooks have been lodged in the Winnebago County Jail.
Opponents of Illinois' assault weapons ban take their case to the U.S. Supreme Court. Crane's Chicago Business reports the group argues a federal appeals court ignored high court precedents when it refused to block the law earlier this month. The 3-judge panel ruled the Protect Illinois Communities Act does not violate the Second Amendment.
The final lap for the Rockford Speedway is over and crews tore down the Forest Hills Lodge last month.
Construction is underway that will change the landscape of Route 173. Drea Baroni got an update on that work. Drea, things are really moving along.
Yeah, Eric, maybe the land surrounding the Rockford Speedway will be filled with retail storefronts. The Shorewood Development Group paved over the Forest Hill Lodge, and construction on those storefronts is set to begin early spring of next year. While many race fans are sad to see this iconic track go, Greg Jury, the mayor of Loves Park, says this development will better the city.
There's going to be some mixed emotions about it because there were a lot of race fans. They were there for 76 years. But I think the Deary family is doing what's best for their family right now, and that is to develop that corner, and that's going to create a lot of retail. And a lot of people don't realize we don't charge a municipal property tax in the city of Loves Park, so we really survive on retail businesses. So this is going to be a big plus for the city of Loves Park.
The City of Loves Park and Shorewood Development Group plan to honor the Deary family, the former track owners, in their new construction. I'll have more on that and how you may be able to get a piece of the decades-old Speedway coming up a little later at 6. Eric?
Thanks, Drea. We'll see you then. A longtime downtown Rockford restaurant is moving. A little more than a year ago, fire quickly spread through Capri. The accident shut the restaurant down and caused more than $300,000 in damage. Ever since, customers have been waiting to hear when the restaurant could reopen. Loves Park's mayor confirms the Grisanzio family bought a vacant gas station on East Riverside. Construction crews are already tearing out the pumps at the Shell just west of Perryville. No word yet on what will happen to the iconic building on East State Street in downtown Rockford.
The holiday season could bring a credit card debt crisis for many Americans. Business experts say interest rates for credit cards have peaked, meaning many consumers could have more difficulty paying off their debt. The National Retail Federation reports more than 200 million people shopped during Thanksgiving weekend. A recent polling also shows more than 75% of Americans are concerned about the nation's economy. But holiday spending is still expected to increase by 3 to 4% to more than $950 billion. A state line organization is encouraging residents to shop local for the holidays. The Greater Freeport Partnership is reigniting its Partnership Cash program. The paper certificates can be redeemed at a growing list of participating locations. If you purchase $100 in Partnership Cash, you'll receive $20 for free. Organizers say it's a great way to shop local during the winter season. To find out what businesses are a part of the program, go to our website, mystateline.com.
Rockford senior citizens hope Lady Luck is on their side after a gift from our local casino. Staff from Hard Rock Casino visited Wesley Willow's weekly poker club. Seniors got their hands on a deck of canceled Hard Rock playing cards. Rockford's temporary casino has poker tables now, but decks can only be used a certain number of times. Hard Rock managers say they are continually looking for opportunities to reach out in the community.
Hard Rock Casino Rockford, we have very local, strong roots. So with that, we're very into philanthropical and into giving, because it's about the whole community. So within that, we just like to help everyone and anyone we can with any way, shape, or form. So this is one of those different niches that's really unique cause.
Construction on the permanent casino continues on East State Street. Hard Rock hopes to open that by the end of next summer.
2 conservative activists are summoned as witnesses by a U.S. Senate committee.
Up next, the move is part of an effort by lawmakers to enforce a code of ethics on the Supreme Court.
And coming up at 6, the Loves Park family's without a home after a fire this morning. We'll have the latest word from fire crews as they investigate the cause of the blaze.
Well, the cars are coming through Festival of Lights as it kicked off about 15-20 minutes ago. We've got a pretty nice night, getting a little on the cooler side now that the sun has set. Cloud cover increases, and we've got some wintry weather to time out going into tomorrow. I'll let you know if that'll have an impact on the Friday morning commute. That is coming up in your most trusted forecast a little later. Stay right here.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
This could be embattled Representative George Santos' last day in Congress.
The House is scheduled to vote tomorrow on a resolution to expel the New York Republican. That would make him just the 6th congressman in history to get kicked out. This will be the first vote taken since a House ethics report accused Santos of taking campaign funds and spending them on his own luxury lifestyle. Santos refuses to resign and warns kicking him out could establish a dangerous precedent.
If the House wants to start different precedent and expel me, that is going to be the undoing of a lot of members of this body, because this will haunt them in the future, where mere allegations are sufficient to have members removed from office.
Santos pleaded not guilty to federal charges accusing him of illegally spending campaign cash for personal use. Tensions were high at a Senate Judiciary Committee meeting. Democrats pushed through an effort to subpoena 2 conservative activists as part of a probe.
The heated back and forth between lawmakers is part of the ongoing fight over policing ethics on the Supreme Court. Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt explains what happened at today's committee meeting.
Congratulations on destroying the United States Senate Judiciary Committee.
Tensions boiled over at Thursday's Senate Judiciary meeting.
Mr. Chairman, don't we get the opportunity to speak?
We're in a roll call.
So you're telling us to shut up?
I guess Senator Durbin's not going to allow women to speak either. I thought that was sacrosanct in your party.
Republican lawmakers erupted in anger after Chairman Dick Durbin cut off debate on judicial nominees, insisting they'd already had other opportunities for comment.
And what goes around comes around.
I mean, this is so unnecessary. To ruin the committee over a political exercise that's going nowhere.
The chaos came ahead of a vote to subpoena Harlan Crow and Leonard Leo as part of the committee's probe into Supreme Court ethics.
Despicable what they're doing to these people. I think is bad for the country.
Both Crow and Leo are Republican activists connected to lavish gifts given to conservative justices.
Without a new, stronger ethics regime, how can the public trust that the justices will indeed refrain from such an impropriety in the future?
Republicans tried to run out the clock, but Democrats pushed through a vote to issue the subpoenas.
I don't buy one bit. This is about fixing a problem. This is about an ongoing effort to destroy this court.
Senator Lindsey Graham pointed out the court just established new ethics rules on its own. But Senator Durbin says without an enforcement mechanism, that falls short.
The committee's investigation of the court's ethical crisis and these subpoenas in particular are key pieces of our legislative effort to establish an effective code of conduct.
In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
Well, temperatures got into the upper 40s, near 50 today.
Up next, it is so nice we sent Candace outside, but after sunshine and a high actually in Rockford right at 50, she says things are changing. Keep your umbrella, maybe a shovel handy.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, good evening. Welcome back. We are live here out at Sinisippi Park for Festival of Lights. There's been a steady stream of cars that have come through. We are out here, of course, because for the first 100 vehicles through the lights, they were able to receive a wonderful Eyewitness News Christmas ornament. However, we've got about 15 left. So if you are thinking to come out to get an ornament, you might have to wait until next Thursday, as they've been going fairly quickly, which is good because that's a testament to just how many cars here in that short amount of time have come through to enjoy the lights. Now, next Thursday, we will be out again here for the first 100 vehicles through the Festival of Lights. And, you know, it gets bigger and better, I think, each and every year, and such a fun time to enjoy and a fun thing to go through with family and friends, just taking in some of the sights and sounds here of the holidays. And then, of course, across the street, you've got all aglow at the Nicholas Conservatory. So very festive. And tomorrow morning, it may actually feel a little more festive, especially with some snow showers coming through. But let's get you to that forecast now. We take a live look with our SkyTrack camera pointed to the Nicholas Conservatory. Can you see me waving? I'm waving. Nope. Okay. Well, that's all right. We'll try next week. We've got a cloudy sky out there this evening. Temperatures today made it in the upper 40s, 49 degrees. The warmest that we've been for some time, made it up to 51 in Sterling. Temperatures right now are in the low to mid 40s, 45 in Rockford, 43 in Freeport, 41 in Rochelle, and 46 degrees right now in Sterling. We had lots of sunshine out there today. Actually, was a pretty pleasant afternoon, but our cloud cover continues to increase, and that'll stay with us here for the night tonight. This is all out ahead of our next system that'll work in from the west and southwest. You can see all that rain moving through Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, and then back across St. Louis. That moisture will work closer to us tonight and bring some chilly rainfall after about 2-3 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, on the colder side of things, we've got some winter weather to talk about. No headlines for us in the short term, so nothing for the immediate area, but just to the west and southwest. In the purple, you've got a winter weather advisory for Davenport, and then off to the west and southwest in Iowa. There, a mixture of some accumulating snowfall and even a little freezing rain will take place. Now, I do think we are going to see maybe a small window just before sunrise where we could have maybe a little freezing rain, but I think more rain, snow, and then a wet snow will be our concern. So as we go through time with Futurecast, you've got that moisture lifting in from the south. That'll move in after about 2-3 o'clock tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be in the 30s, so it will be a cold rain that comes down. Now, as we continue to cool things on the northern edge, southern Wisconsin, far northern and northwest Illinois, that'll transition over, I think, to a wet snow and a heavier snow, especially with those temperatures at or just a little above freezing. There will likely be some accumulation with that. We're looking at maybe about 1 to 2 inches coming down where we see some of that steadier snow come through. So a little sloppy tomorrow morning, especially from sunrise to a couple hours just after. Now, some drizzle, a few flurries. Those will continue on as we go throughout the afternoon, as we've got a second system that'll work in from the southwest. And again, a little rain snow mix moving in here as we go throughout that time. Temperatures will stay in the upper 30s, close to 40 degrees for Friday, Saturday as well. Another system comes in Saturday night, and that again could bring us a rain snow mix. So we've got a somewhat active pattern here over the next several days. When we look at where we could see that snow kind of centered here across northern and northwest Illinois, and again, I think within that blue, you're looking at about 1 to 2 inches coming down. Now, when we look at that system Saturday night into Sunday, again, temperatures will be borderline with a little rain snow mix moving in. So Sunday morning, that could slow you down just a bit if you're heading off to church or wherever you may be going, especially early on. That'll taper off by Sunday afternoon. High pressure will briefly build in on Monday, but I think we keep some of the cloud cover that'll stick around. Hello! Temperatures tonight will drop down to 30 degrees. Cloud cover will continue to increase, and we've got that chilly rain moving in from the north and northeast wind direction, that is. 39 for tomorrow afternoon. Winds will be gusty too, gusting at around 25 miles per hour. Our temperatures will stay close to 40 Sunday, Monday next week. We may dip just a little bit, but I think we'll see things warm up here and climbing back up above average as we look towards the middle of the month, and that could begin as early as the end of next week. But guys, I'll tell you what, the lights, they turned on. It's really beautiful out here. You can see the steady stream of cars coming through, and it's just a nice thing to enjoy here again. That will run through tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
Sounds like you're making a lot of friends out there, Candace. Thanks.
Reagan's in next with sports.
Chicago coach Matt Eberflus is in the hot seat as the Bears stare down the final 5 games of the regular season. Coming up, Reagan will look at the team's situation headed into the bye week.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
Not only will all eyes be on Justin Fields in these last 5 games, but there will be plenty of focus on how the Bears evaluate their head coach. Matt Eberflus has a career 7-22 mark with the Bears, but will a late push be enough to keep him on? According to The Athletic's Diana Rossini, the Bears have had some conversations about looking at Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh if they decide to move on from Eberflus. Harbaugh is expected to be among the top coaches in the next hiring cycle, as he was last season, and really Chicago would be a natural fit for him as he spent the first 7 years of his NFL playing career in the Windy City. But in the meantime, the current Bears head coach has his head down and is focused on using the bye week to take a closer look at his team.
For us, it's a self-scout operation here during this week, and we're going to look at every aspect of our football team, all the situations to improve. But I like where our defense is right now in a lot of ways. We're building momentum. The guys are coming together, and you can certainly feel that. Everybody can feel that, and it's going to be something to watch here in the next 5 games.
And it may not be Eberflus, but there is at least one person the Bears can rely on, Mr. Consistent, and that's kicker Cairo Santos. Santos was named the NFC Special Teams Player of the Month for the month of November. He went 12 for 14 on field goals, including a long of 55 yards and a perfect 5 for 5 on extra points over the last 4 weeks. Santos most recently scored all 12 points in the Bears' pretty ugly win over the Vikings. He also leads the league in field goals made, field goals attempted, and points. The Blackhawks are in action tonight in Detroit against a Red Wings team that just added Patrick Kane. Kaner is not expected to suit up tonight, though, just 2 days after signing with the club. He scored 122 power play goals in his Hawks career, and the current Hawks could use that same skill on their man advantage, which currently ranks tied for 30th in the league. They hold an 0-17 dry spell over the last 6 games.
Not having a lot of practice time, we got to try and score fast. Try and score fast and move the puck quick. And usually when we do that and shoot the puck, we're moving, so we get the puck back. Because it forces the defenders to stop and try and block shots. So they're stopped and you're moving. You have a beat on the rebound. So that usually continues and gives you secondary chances, which in this league, a lot of times that's where the goals come from.
That's sports. We'll be right back.
Well, Candace mentioned that our Eyewitness News ornaments went pretty quickly out there to the first 100 people at Festival of Lights, but we'll have them again next week.
That's true. Tonight is a very perfect night to be out,
It's
though,
beautiful.
enjoying it. We'll check in again with her at 6. Stay safe.